What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Big Bike BMX. I've got my friend Sean. We are actually in my house today because it is about 112 degrees outside and it's too hot in the shop. So Sean's over here at my house and we are running through something that I've wanted to do for a long time, which is take my favorite bike, the PK Ripper, and add gears. Make it a geared PK. I've talked about this a lot. Thank God I've got some smart friends like Sean and Rick from the PK Ripper, the Rad PK Ripper group on Facebook, explained some of this to me, and those dudes have done this. They've built geared PKs. So I looked them up, seen how it was done, and I also got to give a shout out to Larry at Stacked BMX Bike Shop for the derailleur hanger chain tensioner that he sent over. He showed me how he does it. So I'm going to walk you through the basic process of how you take a PK Ripper that's stock using some OM Duro parts and turning it into what you see here. So we're going to get into it. I'm going to explain the parts that we're reusing, like the Duro wheel, the derailleur from a Duro, the shifter from a Duro, and that's pretty much what you need to take your 27.5 PK Ripper, your SE PK Ripper, and turn it into a geared PK Ripper. So Sean, what are the basics that you need to know going in? We haven't done this before, so I'm asking you this ahead of time. What do you perceive to be the issues? What do you perceive to be the biggest hang-ups?
Really, the hardest thing is going to be finding basically the sweet spot for where this is going to sit as far as the derailleur goes. It shouldn't be that big of a deal, but I'm kind of a perfectionist, so might take a few tries. The only thing that I'm curious about that we haven't got into yet is the chainring, because basically we're taking a single speed, which is an eighth typically, and turning it into a 10 speed, which is 3/32. So as you can kind of see, the teeth on this are quite a bit taller and thicker versus what you have on your 10 speed stuff. So we might have to take the chain ring off of the OM Duro and slap her on here, so you might lose your purple ring. But other than that, I mean, I've kind of just slapped a couple things and kind of put it on here. It's actually very straightforward. Like it's not. I mean, then trying to basically zip tie your derailleur cable kind of in a clean way, but I'm not gonna lie, the merit bag actually helps quite a bit with that. Kind of hides it a little bit as well.
Yeah. All right, this stage of the mock-up, what are you doing, Sean?
So basically just trying to make sure this housing for the derailleur still allows you, so where it's going to go in there, long enough basically to wrap around so that you can still do your trademark tail whip.
Even though gears.
With gears.
Sick, dude.
Yeah. It's not bad at all. I mean, the little problem solver, the chain tensioner.
Mm-hmm.
Basically just regular chain tensioner, mount it. Basically I put it kind of in the middle because typically your derailleur hangers are at the back of your dropout. So basically the derailleur should be as back as far as possible to clear the gears. But since I haven't done this before, I'm going to start here and see what happens.
Nice. All right, y'all, we ran into our first hiccup with the swap, meaning I needed, let me go on this side. Sean is throwing on some cranks with a 19mm spindle so that I could run a 3/32 chain, which I need to do. The PK Ripper comes with the, where's the original cranks? Did I put them out? Oh, I put them in the back. So the PK Ripper normally comes with the beefier cranks and a 4-bolt chain ring, but it is 1/8, or was it 1/8? Yeah, 1/8. And then this needs to be 3/32 because back here the chain needs to be thinner to hit all of these gears. So Sean had to run to the shop, grab a bottom bracket that is the Euro threaded that'll fit a 19 because the stock bottom bracket only handles the 20, was it 24? 24 mil SE cranks. So I like the black, I like the polish. This is actually what I was running on the Duro. So cool, swapped it over.
It's almost the whole Duro now.
It is now, yeah. It's getting close. All right, so we're still up here. We've got the shifter on the handlebars next to the brake. Got the cable down here. We're going to run that next, but we had to make sure that we could actually get a chain on. So we've got the derailleur hanger right here with the chain tensioner that attaches that so it can add a horizontal dropout. You can add a derailleur to it using that there. And I'll talk about that in a minute, but hey, we're moving right along.
Getting there.
All right, Sean, you're adding the chain now. Before you get too far into this, this always confuses me, man. Coming from a BMX background, I don't know how to do any of this stuff. So the chain's coming down from the top. Let me do it this way. It's coming from the top of the chain ring, goes to the smallest gear.
Yep.
Then it goes back under.
Let me pull this down. It'll be easier to see. And then, so in front, then you basically kind of got to weed it through here and around. So basically it makes a giant S. If I can pull this down.
This part, then it goes up, back, through there, and there. Okay. And how do you know how much chain to put on there?
Basically, like, there's a couple ways to do it. Some people will do, well, like, kind of what I usually do is go kind of size it up to where, basically, if you're paying attention to this little part right here, when you pull it taut, you want it kind of basically as close as possible, but not to hit it. Because that way, that's the shortest spot it will be. That way, when you go up into your big ring here, it gives you enough chain for this to come down and swing forward.
All right. So wrap it on the smallest gear down here. As soon as it starts to tug, basically, is that what you're saying? As soon as it starts to pull down?
Yeah, like, like where it'll sit to where, like, say, for instance, like here, obviously it's hitting. You want it to be to where it's pretty straight, but like barely missing it so that nothing rubs.
Got it. Cool. All right, so here's the update. We got the derailleur on, got the chain, new cranks, everything's working there. We did have to, because we moved over. So because I have an aftermarket rotor, Sean is basically just spent a bunch of time adding some screws. This is kind of smart. Let me show you guys a pro tip. So I needed to lift my, right here and here, these silver washers are from some CoolStop Brakepads. That lifts where the caliper sits on the rotor. So smart move, grab some old CoolStop Brakepads, take the washers, and it'll lift this up enough to give you some clearance if you run into that issue. Bang, all right. All right, my shifters are on. I do have my speaker mounted because I usually ride that when I'm on ride outs, but all right, let's go. Let's check it out. See how this looks. All right, so we're out. That's the high gear. Drop it down. Have on like a circus bike. So way down. All right. So that's the easiest gear. And there, that's got the normal one there. Love it.
finish this bridge.
Yes, sir. There he is.
Yes. Yes. With that Sunday seat special. Go ahead, grab that frame. You know you don't grab that frame.
They're pressed wood, yeah, if you look at it. You guys, I have been riding this for the last 2.5 miles, and I absolutely love the gears on the PK. Give me all these options. Yet I can ride fast, I can ride slow, but the wheelies are smooth, the shifting is smooth. That was the biggest thing I was worried about, having just a derailleur bolt on, but that's legit, so I love it. Gears are game changers, man. I'm telling you. Get you a bike with gears.
Hey. Let's go. You should keep that leg over. Go ahead, keep the leg, keep the leg. That's a fun one. Pedal to the meadow. I guess we're gonna wait up here for everybody. Hot and heavy. Yeah!
Damn, looks like it's
Get the hit. Like work. Bop. Oh, let's go.
We'll take a left and then we're gonna turn it. So just follow me when we're up there, but stay tight.
Keep it tight. Willie takeover is here, bitch. Suck my fat tire. Use the internal routing.
What's up?
Is it hard to connect the internal routing?
Oh, dude, I just have to do it. I just bolted it on so I could go ride.
You're cheating. Oh yeah. Ren, no duh. Huh. Where's those style? What'd you say, bro? What'd you say, bro? What'd you say, bro? that a Galaxy? Well, Saturday.
All right, y'all, here we have it. This is the PK Ripper 27.5. What you're looking, I did replace the rear brake caliper and lever about 2 weeks ago because it wore out. But this is the shifter. Where'd you get this from? Fast Ripper? Or
Yeah, Fast Ripper.
all right, so we grabbed some pieces off of a Fast Ripper here, the shifter, and then going back down cable. Fast Ripper, got the gears from a Fast Ripper, the Derailleur. This is a Derailleur hanger. There's also a chain tensioner, so that's how you get the drop on there. And the wheel is from a 27.5 Duro XL, and it bolts right onto the PK Ripper. So the only other mod was I had to swap 3/32 sprocket from RideOutSupply. That gave me the right spacing and the chain that I could run. But here we go. Sean's the one that did it. Tell me, well, I mean, it's pretty simple, huh? I mean,
Yeah, I mean, honestly, like I'd never done, this is the first time I've done it, and it was pretty straightforward. I mean, you know, just basically mounting everything on, and then, you know, a little fine tuning, but honestly, nothing drastic. No Dremel, no cutting, no filing. Like it literally was quite easy.
We could have got this done in about an hour too if it wasn't you and I hanging out talking about bikes.
Probably, but you know, it's always good to kick it with the homies.
Right. All right. So what do you say a difficulty level for?
I mean, I would say, as far as just because of the gears, 1 out of 10. I would say maybe 6, just because of the cable adjustment as far as tuning gears.
Okay.
But
so if you know how to work on derailleurs and
yeah, you got this.
This is easy. Yep. So you too can have a geared 10-speed PK Ripper. Sick, dude. And I can still do tail whips on it. We tested it. It gave me enough cable. All that cable for a tail whip. All right, brother. Thank you so much.
Of course. Anytime.